This is Justin Case of American Newscape, joining our new friends and telescope wranglers Dorey and Ken Conway, bringing you a special edition of Yuma County Library happenings. Hello, Dorey. Hello, Ken. Welcome to American Newscape.
Hello.
Hello.
Glad to be here.
Nice to be here.
Al, we're excited. I am too excited for this interview. I wanted to do more about what you guys do out in the foothills for years. So, Dorey and Ken, what's happening in our solar system?
We're getting ready for our program this Thursday at the Foothills Library. And the stars of the show this week will be Saturn and Jupiter, the gas giants in our solar system.
Great big planets in our solar system.
Yeah. We get to see the moons of Jupiter and the rings of Saturn, two crowd pleasers for sure.
Well, you know what I've noticed. No, go ahead, Ken.
Jupiter's going to throw us a curve this week. There are 4 Galilean moons that are visible through the telescopes. There's a lot more moons than just 4, but 4 of them are usually visible. And this Thursday night, one of them is going to be missing. It's actually going to be behind the planet during the program, and as the program proceeds, it may come out from behind the planet and make an appearance. That will be the enemy.
That is, one thing I noticed from the slides, and those slides are from your activities watching these, watching our galaxies and solar systems. People have access to some of these telescopes. I notice you have some beautiful equipment out there, but people can use remarkably simple equipment to see some of these things, can't they?
Yes. This is some of our favorite astronomy gear right here, is binoculars. These are great for the backyard. You can learn a tremendous amount about the night sky with binoculars. And I often use them with my telescope to help me find some of the smaller sky objects out there. So I highly recommend these and get to know the night sky with these before you invest in a telescope.
Now, how long have you two been doing this?
We've been doing it at the Foothills Library and through the Yuma County Library District for probably 7 years. But before that, Ken was involved with National Park Service.
Did night programs in Yellowstone and the California State Parks. And then at California State Park in Southern California, we did the Stargazing program on Saturday.
He also works with the City of Yuma Parks and Rec and does programs there. We've been doing it for a while.
Well, that's kind of exciting. Was this a common interest you had when you two met, or was this an interest that Dorey developed as your relationship endured?
No, we've always enjoyed the outdoors and nature. We were full-time RVers for 6 or 7 years, and spent a lot of time in the West and enjoyed the night skies. And that's really what kind of got us started once we came to the foothills, as the library brought us here, because just have great evening skies, just be able to see the stars.
Well, the city lights are diminished out at the foothills, and I assume it's a perfect setting for gazing into the solar system, gazing out at those stars.
Yeah.
So the Foothills Library is right at the edge of civilization. We can turn on the parking lot lights, and we block one of the neighbors' street lights. And we have a pretty good location to do stargazing for amateurs. It's a nice, safe place, and guests feel very comfortable coming out to the library and bringing family members out there. It's a nice, safe place to do stargazing.
Well, that's one thing, that the passion you bring to this and the hospitality that you grant visitors to this event, I mean, it's remarkable. And we can tell by the smiles that everybody's excited about it. And I would guess you actually dub people junior astronomers or send them home to buy their own telescopes, and they get all excited about this.
Yes, that's what I always say. I could have retired earlier if I had had a commission on how many telescopes that people who have been to our program have purchased. We had a core of volunteers that would help us with the library telescopes, but now they all have their own setups and
They bring them.
cameras and videos and yeah.
It can be quite an elaborate setup in the parking lot. Sometimes we have 11 or 12 telescopes set up in the parking lot. Some of those have video cameras attached to them, TV monitors. Some of them just have eyepieces that you walk up to and look through. So it can be a pretty exciting evening to come out to the Foothills Library.
Now that's this Thursday, but these events go on monthly, correct, Ken?
We do them at least once a month. Pre-COVID time, we were doing 2 a month. We'd like to get back into that as things return to normal. We try to do them on dark Thursday night. So a lot has to do with the schedule of the full moon and trying to avoid that so that we can see some of the darker deep sky objects that the full moon will wash out.
What?
So it's not consistently like the third Thursday of the month. It can be the first or the fourth or the third, depending on the moon schedule.
So everybody should check the Yuma library.org website and see when these are indeed scheduled, or contact the Foothills Library.
Yes.
Foothills Library has it on their online calendar. The program is called Look Up.
Look up, and look out. Okay. Dorey, you were a librarian at the Foothills Library, correct?
Yes. I came on as the Foothills manager and started this program with the help of initially the Friends of the Foothills Library, who were very generous to fund our equipment and support our efforts, and then also the Yuma County Library District. So we have staff and resources all available to anyone who's interested in astronomy.
Well, you know, my take on this is the entire city, the entire library district, and the county is very proud of what you guys have accomplished out there. And it's
Yes,
it's very rewarding. It's very rewarding to us what you guys have done, and it's just a remarkable program. What would you suggest people do to prepare to come out to the event?
just check the times, like every month might be different by the setting sun. So Thursday we'll start at 7:30. People should bring some water, maybe a lawn chair. If you have a telescope or binoculars, bring those as well. And be ready to visit with lots of stargazers, people who have brought their own telescopes. It's a star party. It's sharing what we have seen in the night sky and have fun under the stars.
Now, like a balloon festival, I would assume some of the entertainment is watching the telescopes be set up and dialed in. What time does that start?
Usually right at sunset, so at about 6:30 we'll start setting up for darkness that will happen at about 7:30. And so we encourage people that have questions about their own telescopes to bring them and bring them early so they can get them ready. And if they have questions about them, we have lots of operators and somebody will be able to help figure out their issue.
That is so exciting. You know what's kept me from buying a telescope, and I always had the I wants, is I was concerned that learning curve might be a little steep, but having a bunch of experts around in an astronomy club would have to be paradise for a beginning astronomer.
We have the telescopes. We have a very basic 8-inch Dobsonian telescope that is wonderful for beginners. I can't recommend that telescope enough. It's a manual push-to telescope. That's a great beginner telescope, and you can come and try it out. You can, I like to say, take it for a walk. Explore with it.
Well, that is very, very cool. Now, what else are you doing with astronomy at the parks, and I'll bet you're going out to the school systems when available and talking to the students about astronomy.
Yes, we have in the past, and we've invited the schools or college students, the AWC and NAU, to come to the library for special class nights. We're planning in October to go out to the Somerton Library and work with the staff there and the Somerton Middle School.
2 days of the Frontage Road, an evening program.
Well, that is all very, very encouraging. Now, Ken and Dorey, I could talk to you all day, but I don't think it's necessarily fair to you. But let's remind everybody that this is I think one of the greatest events in Yuma for people to come out and get involved. And the hospitality and the passion that you two have developed at this event is remarkable. And to say that the people of Yuma aren't proud of what you guys are doing would be inappropriate, because Yuma is proud of what you're doing. So once again, invite everybody out, tell them what time and to be there and what to expect, and we'll kind of wrap this thing up.
Foothills Library, the east parking lot, 7:30. Bring a water bottle, bring a lawn chair, bring your imagination, curiosity. It's a fun program. It's people of all ages, all shapes and sizes. Everybody, it's a real party atmosphere when it's after dark under the sky. It's a different kind of vibe.
The telescopes can be very accessible, even to people with handicaps. They can come up to one of the TV monitors and look through that monitor and see what the telescope is seeing in the night sky. The opportunities for just about everybody are excellent to come and observe with us.
Well, this is very. I'm just too excited. So I hope I've done this interview justice. And everybody, this has been Justin Case and Dorey and Ken Conway bringing you Yuma County Library Happening Special Edition. Thanks for joining us. Remember, additional information, including the address of the library and the contact information, are provided in this video's Read More. Today's the day to subscribe to this channel. Please support book wranglers, astronomers, libraries, and librarians everywhere.